Sorry, I'm late.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, I know that.
You're here though. This is
Right.
sorry. Well, you know what? I drove.
I got this chaperone 3 times.
Right.
They were just.
Sorry, I'm It's on. We on? Okay, I'd like to call the special meeting of the Hamilton Central School Board of Education to order. It's May 2nd and is now 6:04. We have some old business we need to revise, so I'm just going to make the motion and then we can discuss it. So we need a motion to revise dates and set new dates regarding the request. Let me start this over. Motion to revise dates and set new dates regarding the request for proposals discussed at the April 17th, 2018 board meeting.
Move.
Second.
Okay, so discussion?
So we're doing this because,
So after we approved the dates of the RFP, we consulted with the school's attorney, and he basically stated that we do not need to extend it out as far as we could, as far as we did, right? So it was, I believe it was a 60-day, right, turnaround, with, I believe, July, as again, an arbitrary date. July, it was far in July, I can't remember the date, maybe 17th, something like that. But what he said to us is to be able to. 16th, so in order to move the process along, sort of at a quicker pace, we could just amend the dates. So what he is suggesting is that we amend the dates that the RFPs will go out by Friday, this Friday, 5/4, with a 2-week turnaround. And these are RFPs to consider a search firm, not discounting BOCES for any reason. This is just at the sort of, from the board workshop, looking, and we talked about exploring all options to exercise the search, not ignoring BOCES, and it might provide us with a broader field of candidates, and it just might be something to consider. Certainly not tied to it. I'm not tied to it. So just put that out there for discussion. But anyhow, the RFPs would go out on Friday with a 2-week turnaround, so the RFPs to come back to Debbie instead of the school's attorney, which will not incur legal costs, on 5/18, and then we would have a tentative, again, we'd have to check our calendars, a special meeting on 5/23 to consider what was turned in, if any, and also then to either make a decision on that or to go with Jackie. So are there any questions? I just want to, this is a clarifying meeting, honestly. And according to the school's attorney, the dates have all been arbitrary, but we wanted to make sure that the process was transparent. So I'd just like to hear any discussions from anybody.
And I just want to be clear, we're looking at changing the dates and changing the RFPs being returned to Debbie rather than to the attorney.
That is the only 2 changes. We thought that it would be more responsible to have them returned to Debbie instead of having them returned to legal, and that's all that's being changed. So if you look in your documents, it talks about the May 18th date on page 2, us anticipating conducting interviews, if possible, that week of May 21st after the special board meeting. And it would be interviews of the search firm, not interviews of any candidates. So this is a very preliminary step. Or rejection of all proposals.
We're not tied into anything. We
are
can
not tied
interview the
into
firms and then decide we're not going to use the firm after.
Correct. We are not tied into anything. I mean, for me, this is an exercise, honestly. This is an exercise. And so to be quicker about it and to be more timely and considerate.
And also to be sure that we assess the value of both options. Without talking to these people, how would we know what they can or can't provide for us? Okay.
So, comments or questions?
I think the new timeline makes a lot more sense. Of course, it's the first run through this for any of us, so I think that's why revising it makes sense, and why we didn't know that we could compress it so much.
Mhm.
at the beginning.
Yep. So just to clarify the dates, it will go out on May 4th, on Friday, with a 2-week turnaround to be returned to your office May 18th, with a tentative special board meeting to be held on May 23rd to consider,
Should we check our calendars or do that?
did we, I don't know if we did that.
I picked a Wednesday for Ellen's sake.
You picked a Wednesday? Let's just do it. I don't think
Well, we're discussing to make sure that it is what it is.
Mhm.
What,
I'm open.
I'm free on
You're
the
free?
23rd.
I'll be free for that.
I'm not free.
Oh dear.
I have to be in Cooperstown for a meeting.
Okay. So can you send
It's
out-
the Wednesday that I can't.
Can we do the Thursday instead, the 24th?
That is open.
Why don't you try it earlier in the week, because we set that for the week of interviews. So we were thinking the board, once we get the RFPs, we open them, look at them, discuss them. If you want to interview anybody, you can, or stuff like that, so, but.
21st?
21st? Can you do
21st is a
Monday?
Monday.
I can do that.
Paul?
Sorry.
Yeah, should be okay.
6 better for everybody?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we do not have anything on the 22nd or 23rd.
Mm.
Okay.
We'll call it right here, sound good? All right. Anything else before you were discuss? Other comments? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Item 2.2 is year-end calendar. Pete?
I had done a memo, but I'm not sure everyone got it, so did you see it? What I was trying to do, I had talked with Rick Hansen, with the Teachers Association, and it has traditionally been, I guess, Hamilton's behavior, that if there were 2 snow days left, that 2 days would be given back. So in talking with Rick and trying to figure out everything at the end of the year for the second give back, we determined that what we do is have kids come in a half day on Thursday, then do the staff lunch and let people go a half day, and then a half day Friday makes the last day to give back. That's how we were looking at it. So instead of elementary ed kids being there all day on Thursday, they'd be half day.
So,
And regents are wrapping up that day for secondary. And they're done.
Are there-
Yeah,
I don't
they're done.
know.
No, it's RCTs and we don't have anybody taking them. So teachers will be able to get all their regents corrected, all their grades done by noon on, or 11 o'clock on that Thursday, then we can release everybody to the faculty. They have a faculty lunch, I believe, 11:30 or 12:45, then everybody will go home. No need to come in for others.
Okay, so this will, if the board approves this, this will go out to parents, because this is a change in calendar,
Yes.
which might impact childcare situations. Okay, so this will go out well in advance?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't, does the board approve this, or do we?
I don't think we
inform the
do.
board? But yes, we got to communicate it. Yeah,
Just-
that's okay.
Okay.
No, if you approve it, I would recommend it. If not, one day you have the information.
Great.
So we have the information, we'll get everything out quickly. Tomorrow, I would like to get everything out, so people,
All right.
okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
You need a motion to adjourn the special session?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, we're adjourned. Excellent. Thank you.
Okay. May I have the memo back? I mean, it's needed. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. You good?